The devastation from the fires in Australia is on a scale that is hard to comprehend. In a moment, William Brangham will talk with a top official there about how the government is responding. But first, a closer look at the toll. More than 20 million acres have burned, killing at least 27 people and destroying 2,000 homes. Hundreds of millions of animals are believed to have died, including thousands of kangaroos and koalas. Fires burned across the country last month. At the moment, New South Wales is one of the hardest hit areas. Kylie Morris of Independent Television News reports from the town of Rocky Plain.
Mid-afternoon in the New South Wales high country, and it feels like driving at night. But these fires are so immense, they create their own light and weather. We're trailing a strike team, 5 volunteer fire trucks and a lead car dispatched to a frontline fire station. The surreal outpost at Rocky Plain. There's concern over a spot fire that could threaten a small group of houses.
Purchase Group 3,
But behind that, there's a looming danger.
That's what they call the Duns fire down in there.
The Duns fire is a monster that's already burned through more than 300,000 hectares and is out of control.
This is on a scale much larger than anything we've seen before.
The demands on the state's nearly 70,000 volunteer firefighters are now relentless. There's fatigue in the air at Rocky Plain, as well as ash and smoke.
So they're just constantly in crisis mode now?
You just have to set aside other work. I'm farming, so things aren't getting done on my farm, but, well, as it happens, it's all in the path of the fire anyway, so it might all go.
This place seems to encapsulate the battle Australians are locked in against these fires. You know, this place, a band of volunteer firefighters who normally are nurses and teachers and scientists and farmers, gathering together to fight with meagre resources, fires on a scale they've never seen in their lifetimes.
It's frightening.
Is it climate change?
Oh, I believe it is. The scientific evidence is overwhelming. Well, I think our present course is madness, and we have to change the way we produce and use energy, or globally we have to do it. Australia with a 3-degree temperature rise frightens the hell out of me. This would be the norm.
So every summer?
This would be the future.
Under that scenario, the new normal for a south coast beach, rather than this, could be this. That's not seaweed, it's ash at the normally idyllic Merimbula main beach. Fierce fires still burning to the south have laced the sand with spidery cinders. There are evacuees here too, who fled those same fires. David Idale and his wife and their dog evacuated from a bush property near Eden.
The sky just turned red right around the horizon, 360 degrees, and then it went black. I decided it was time to go.
On the outskirts of Cobargo, the fire's already done its worst, taking the lives of 2 of its tiny population, father and son farmers. Shops on the high street and houses are gone.
Words can't describe the noise and the venom of it, and the heat and the ferociousness. It was just awful.
Who were you with at that stage?
Only my son. Just the 2 of us. Hard, very hard. Good boy, great people here, heroic people. Every house has the same story.
There's a pride here. They've set up the relief centre themselves and are taking care of one another.
Potatoes, bananas.
The centre doles out bananas and shampoo and comfort as well. Denise works in the post office and her son Tom on local dairies. The fire drove them out of their house at speed.
All the side of the highway was on fire. A house was there with a light that we drove past. We just knew then, didn't we, that we weren't going to go back to anything.
There was no time to grab even a change of clothes, just a few keepsakes, the passports some jewellery.
Are you getting the official support that you need?
We do have to appreciate that resources are stretched incredibly thin over the whole state, in fact the whole east coast of Australia. But they're trying to push the small communities into the bigger towns, so they're only having to worry about the bigger towns. So they're kind of forgetting about us a bit. This is a water tank for our mains water supply.
This was a house Denise built with Tom's father on land that's been in her family for 50 years. The fire rushed over that hill, its heat so intense it melted the metal of her decorative doors into a stream of silver. But they're recasting their loss into a new beginning.
We're done feeling like this. We just want to start our lives again.
For sure.
As more roads open, they'll reveal more difficult truths, the intimate costs of this already catastrophic fire season.